Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial video wherein I'll be giving a brief introduction to one of the wireframing tool, which is Prototyper in our case. It is available on justminmind.com. To get the access to the software, simply go to the link at www.justminmind.com. So once you're there on the website, simply go to the page at download. You'll find two editions to it. First is the Pro edition, which is 30 days free trial, and another is the free edition, which is 100% free. So both the key features of both the editions are written, so based on your requirement you can go in for the edition. I'll be giving a demonstration of the free edition, so I simply click on the download option for Windows 7. Now my downloading will start in a while. It's around 111 MB, so accordingly based on the speed it will take some time. For the ease of understanding, I have downloaded it. I have kept it in this folder. Now I double click on it, I install it on the system, and once it is installed, now I need to run it. So I go on to the start menu, double click on the option. Now it is starting the prototypes. Just to give a brief background, in the IT industry, actually client need to understand how your proposed application or website will work. Actually, simply explaining to them verbally or textually leaves the vast majority of functions down to their imagination. Therefore, we need to simulate some kind of an environment how we are actually going to build the application in the real time scenario. Now it has created a prototyper. Now it gives two options to create a new prototype, or you've recently opened the prototype, then you can use it. In my case, I'll be giving a demonstration of a small login password form, so I create a new prototype. These are the various options to choose the screen and the prototype which you'll be working on. So I choose Android 320px as a screen. Now it is creating a new blank prototype for me. Here it comes. Now I reduce the zoom in size by control and mouse keys. I have reduced it based on my requirement. Now this gives a blank screen of how my mobile phone will actually look like. That is the Android 320. On the left side there are two options. First is the mobile, as the second is the web widget. So based on your requirement of development, you can choose the type. It further gives the requirement of iPhone, iPad, Android 4, Android for control, tabs and other things. So let's say I give a small demo, so I can choose any of them. My background screen I select as this gray. I add a top application bar to it to give a phone feature. Now I select the application bar, let's say this. uh, I I can rename it. Let's say I call it as login screen. So this I'm working on the screen 1. Now in the login screen, my requirement is to have one input text, maybe for entering the username, and one text for entering the password. So I need to reset both of them. So double click on the option, delete the value part. Similarly on the password, double click, delete the value. Now I need two labels, so I control C and control V to copy another one. I rename them maybe as username and the second one as password. Now I select both of them, reduce their font size, change their font color, and probably half of my login screen is ready. Now I need two buttons for navigation. Let's say I select one, I label it as login. I select the second one I need it for cancel. So here my interface for the login password is ready. Now here you on the right side you see only one screen. If I have multiple screens, I need to navigate something like I click on login, it verifies, it moves on to the next screen. So I simply click on the next screen, I name it as screen 2. Here it opens the blank screen. Now again I select, let's say, my background, and I simply add one of the button. I name it as back. Now I need to link up on the login screen. I right click, I click add link, I click on the screen 2. Okay. Similarly on screen 2, if I need on the back to move on to the screen 1, I click OK, and here it goes. Okay, now I am done with the small screen demo. I click on the simulate part. With the Chromium, it opens the screen. So again, I can zoom out. It gives me the demo. I click on the login, it moves on to the screen, and when I click, it moves back. So this, I come to the end of this small demo of login password. I'll be showing you a demonstration of another already existing prototype developed for my project. I choose that and I open it, which has multiple screens, so I can simulate and show how what all features you can use it with this kind of software. It shows this as a screen. In my case, I've shown it as a splash screen. On the right side, it has multiple pages. It has a login screen, it has a main screen, it has an offline screen. Now further also it has, within the main it has multiple screens. So chain you can use to actually show. For example, I click on the main, it goes internet, tracking and all. I'll just run it and I'll show you what all you can actually do with this. So here it comes. I click on it. Let's say this is the login screen. I click on the login part. It moves on to the main screen. Now I click on the internet part. It gives me these many options. So when I click on the tracking, it gives me track yourself, track at company level, track at battalion level, or any track customize. So I click on track me. It gives me this screen. Now I similarly, this is a picture which I have pasted just to depict how it will actually be running on. Otherwise there is no functionality or code added behind. These are the small buttons which I have added along with the, say, add link or the functionality. So click I back, again I back, single view, you can add this, view details, again a picture, some kind of a simulation of actual application you can do on this. So this is how actually your application will be designed. So once you exit, you are back here in. So this is how your software actually be working. You have various features apart from this. You can export it to PDF, then HTML, then you can publish if you, in case you have a pro edition. With this I come to the end of this tutorial and I hope it will be helpful to us. Thank you very much.